John Twiss joins us. Hello, John.
Hi, good morning.
What would you like to talk about today?
Well, I was asked to give some input to people setting up a business over 50.
That's right. Let's give some people some details on this. This is about whether people want to be their own boss. Did you wave goodbye to the 9 to 5 and stop being a wage slave to go it alone? So this is you, isn't it, John?
Yes.
Okay, so you set up a business in 2006 when you were 50, and what sort of business was it?
It's a maritime security business. We, in effect, provide security training, consultancy, manpower to provide security to offshore and shipping operations worldwide.
I bet that's a very interesting business to be in the last few years, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly since this latest tranche of piracy in the Indian Ocean in 2008 and ongoing West African piracy, yeah.
So for many years you must have worked for a boss or a firm of bosses.
Yeah, I worked for HM Government for 24 years as a Royal Marine.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, and I left as a senior NCO in 96, and from 99 onwards I've been involved in commercial maritime security and drawing on my apprenticeship in the Royal Marines.
And being self-employed, what does that give you over being an employee, do you think?
For one, currently my office is 5 minutes walk from home.
Nice.
Which is nice.
I'm making a list here, okay. Office near home, good.
Yeah. It gives me the freedom of decisions. One is flexible working time. I might work till 7 or 8 some evenings in the office. But other times, I'll make up for that.
And what about if you don't work, you don't get paid? So is that a motivator as well?
Massive motivator.
How about that?
Yeah, well, obviously, in most lines of work, self-employed or whatever, you have peaks and troughs, and ours is much the same. So you've really got to go out there and look at opportunities, and you certainly have got to speculate to accumulate, so to speak.
But I bet it's quite nervy at first, isn't it? I mean, you say goodbye to a job where you're going to get paid, you're going to get sick pay, maybe you get a pension. To go it alone is quite a big step, isn't it?
It is. Funnily enough, my son left the Royal Marines on Friday after 8 years at just short of 25 years of age. And he's going into the same line of work, or he's looking to do that I'm in. But we use more sort of mature consultancy, not big teamed up jobs. So I have nothing to offer him. So
not even a job for your son.
Well, I give him.
You're hardcore.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't work in that way, and he's got lots of steers, good networking, but much the same for myself. When we were lucky in that we set the business up, didn't cost us a great deal to set it up. We had ready clients because we set it up with the good grace of other companies we'd been working with, and we'd learnt a lot from. And we were lucky in that we were able to carry on working with one of these companies in Nigeria as a local project coordinator with a Nigerian government department. So one of us, out of the two of us that set the business, were always away for the first sort of year, 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off, which just did give us that bit of fallback and leeway to develop the business.
Okay, so these new figures today, John, from the Office of National Statistics say the number of self-employed workers has risen by more than 1/3 since the economic downturn in 2008. And we know about the young unemployed. There's 1 million of those up to the age of 25. For workers, say, over 50, who, some of them will have come a cropper during the recession, won't they? And the job they thought they might have had till they retired has gone. What would you say to them in terms of self-employment? If they can find their niche, the thing they're good at, or perhaps it's the thing they love doing as a hobby, gardening or whatever, can they turn that into a business, and should they?
Yeah, I think they can. I mean, mine is very different from some of the ones you've just mentioned, but you've still got to be motivated. It's my passion. And I think the motivation is one. But it's also having that freedom. You know, you're your own boss. You can plan your own future, and that can take a lot of weight off your shoulder. But as you were going back to an earlier question, it is a massive leap, that initial step into this sector, and the financial issues as well.
Okay, great to talk to you, John. Many thanks. Good luck with the business. Thanks.
No problem.
Cheers now. John Twiss, who set up his own business in 2006 when he was 50 years old.